test drive with Alex. They made the Hurley trip. There's a bump there. There was a drain that got put across. Grass is coming up pretty good, eh, for our maize.
Yep.
It's a bit late because we get cold up here.
Yep.
We struggle to get the maize out and get grass in. That sounds better, eh?
Yeah, it does. It sounds a lot better.
Yeah. Ooh, it's got some performance.
Yeah, it's better too.
Yeah, so we've done, when we drove it back in, oh, my brother's feeding out the silage there. So when we drove it in, it was dripping fuel.
Oh yes, yeah, yep.
Right hand corner.
Yep.
And the back injector seal.
Yep.
When it had been put in originally, it had crimped, you know, in 2015.
Yep.
And I actually found photos of this on my Facebook page.
Oh really?
In in the Cartoon Company Facebook page.
Oh really?
Of the build of this truck.
Oh shit, I'll have to go back and take a look at them.
There you go. So, it had just crimped, but it had sat in place, so it hadn't leaked.
Yep.
Of course, we disturb it when we're doing starter motor.
Yep.
And bang, leaking. So Jay's put a new set in it. I just said fix it.
Yep.
He pulled the power steer pump off.
Yep.
And it was poked.
Yep.
I've actually got it. We'll show you when we get back. It's the back of the pump is actually all burnt.
Oh
oil.
really?
Yeah. You need to do more oil changes.
Yeah.
I reckon. Should we go for the scenic trip today?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
We'll go through this gate here.
This one here?
Yeah, I'll open the gate.
Oh,
We'll do this. You have to back through it. Just go forward and back. Let me get the gate open. Just back through it. Forward a bit more, Alex. We'll put some hubs in, yeah. Hey, you've got a choice. This is probably the A track, but we might just drop off the other side.
Yeah.
I don't feel like doing rollovers today or rescues, but the other side we can just drop down the side of the bank.
Alright, cool.
We actually come up here in the mule okay, and in the quad bikes, and my old man when he was alive, before we there's actually a track down through there.
Yep.
We had to pull him out with the mule way down in there.
Oh really?
He was getting ragwort with his brother. Spot just over here, we can just go down. Just confirm the spot. How brave are you?
You've got a beautiful property here, mate.
Yeah, man, it's cool. I reckon about here, eh?
Or there?
Yeah, right there. It's right here.
Yeah, you got it.
Right there. So this is 400 acres.
Wow.
So it's just a little place.
What was it? 600?
400.
400.
400 acres. So it's 156 hectares.
Yep.
126 hectares effective land. Because
Okay.
we've got this block of bush in the middle
yes.
that we can't effectively farm.
Yep.
So it's in a QE2 trust. So we keep to the left here. It's in a QE2 trust.
Yep.
But it's got rights for recreational use.
Oh, okay.
That says we're allowed to go four-wheel driving.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, that's what you were talking about, maybe putting a place up there where people can come and stay and...
Correct.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
It's within the deed agreement for this block of bush in here.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, so anyway, power steer pump burnt on the back.
Yep.
Totally torn to pieces. We'll show you when we get back. The gate's in the corner.
Oh, yep.
And then alternator totally full of power steer fluid.
Yeah.
Jace pulled the cam out off.
Yep.
And it was fluffy. I think something's gone through, it's been eaten. We threw new belt on it.
Yep.
Checked the tensioners.
Yep.
And it's all looking tickety-boo. It's looking lovely. Started, goes good.
Yeah, she's driving nicely.
Much nicer, eh? Much nicer. This is very much a B track.
And that last one we went on when you had where you go up between those trees and there's that little turn right up at the top. You go. That's awesome, eh?
There's a tractor here. We haven't bashed it for a while. It's just a bit slippery underneath. It opens up. I need to open up for when I come through on the motorbike.
Nice bit of bush down there.
Yeah, so this is one of the original tracks for the farm.
Yep.
There's a few of them in here. There's actually a B track further over, and then there's an A track further over, and then there's probably a double A in the middle. It's where the little Suzuki got rolled over.
Oh, really?
Stuff like this isn't too bad. This sort of wagon doesn't struggle with the ruts so much, but in saying that, that's wide.
Yeah.
So width is your nemesis compared to the Suzuki.
Yep.
And then down to the river.
Yeah.
Down to the rivers, it's kind of it's just tight for stuff like this, and it's a really nice drive. So with the cam belt back on,
Yep.
it just fired up, did everything right. New core and a new power steer pump.
Yep.
And then it bled up beautifully.
Yep.
Bled up the radiator come out. Put a new connector on the fans, and everything just works.
Nice. Yeah, happy days at that point.
Happy days at that point.
Yeah, that is what it is.
Just having power steer. I've had a run. I haven't done power steer pumps for probably. You recognise the spot?
Oh, yes.
I haven't done power steer pumps for like a month, 6 weeks, and then I've done 6 in 2 weeks.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, honest. It's been Brendan's one, the supercharged Hilux.
Yep.
6 years on a Hilux on a 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, wow. That's
Throw
good.
that one away.
Yeah.
6 years on this one.
Yeah.
Throw this one away.
Yeah.
You guys need to learn to change your power steer fluid once a year.
Yeah. Oh, I barely own the truck for you.
Yeah, well, should have done it when you bought it. It still would have been
excuse.
stuffed actually, because the 5 years before that. And then, so we did that one. Oh, Clarissa's one. I don't know how many. She's owned it for 2 years.
Yep.
But it was stuffed. Throw that one away.
Yep.
So there's 3 pumps that were terminal, couldn't be fixed.
Yep. Yeah. They just all come across at once, don't they?
Yeah, and I've just got another one to do on a motor with prepping. That's been sitting for 20 years.
You're supposed to come at 3s, not 4s, though. You got another 2 to come yet, mate.
Yeah.
Alright, which way?
So we just got up the track here.
Yep.
And then we'll put down that track and we'll go to the slightly steeper paddock.
Oh, yep. Yep.
We'll go up there. We'll do a loop around there and we'll call it done. It ticks along pretty well, eh? The grunty tyres make a massive difference, don't
Oh,
they?
you do.
See, so we're pulling rock out of here at the moment, doing some racer work. Yeah.
Is it lime, is it?
Well, it's a. We call it rhyolite.
Right.
But yeah, it's quite a soft rock. So when we put it on the races, it needs to have a cap, like a metal cap on top of it.
Yeah.
So a gravel.
Base.
Yeah. So the rhyolite goes really good. Yep. And put a base course on top,
Yeah.
and that caps it nicely.
And the lime would also soak into hard in it.
Yeah, it does. So it goes like concrete if
Yeah,
you get it
exactly.
right. If you get it wet.
Yeah.
And then you roll it and you let it settle.
Yeah.
Which one are we going to go? We might go up the fence line and then up the gullies instead of going up this way. So go down past the water trough.
Yep.
When you get to the fence, head to the, oh, we'll do the A-track.
Cool.
I'll find the A-track for you.
Sounds good to me.
Should have brought the rifle down. There's been a hare hanging around in here.
Oh, really?
You guys got shots?
Yeah.
Like you could have been shooting, we could have gone shooting hares.
Tell me I would have brought down the bows and arrows, man.
Oh yeah? You like a bit of bow hunting?
Yeah, I used to do competition archery.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my mates bow hunts quite a bit.
Oh,
and
okay.
loves it.
Yep.
Absolutely loves it.
Yeah, it's a bit of fun.
If you just follow the silage trail here,
This one up here?
yeah, and then you stick in quite close to the, you'll see where the track goes. Let's see if you go. Yep, so up here, and then there's the A track over there.
Oh, that one there?
Yeah, you got it. You keen?
Yep.
How much air pressure's in it?
Probably too much, but we'll give it a
Give it a go anyway. We're allowed to make a mess in here, okay?
Give it a bit more momentum.
It's hard when you got a big fat boy me in the back.
That's adding extra traction. There's big bumps below us.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's one.
Oh no! Do we have to get the tractor? There's the big bumps. You want to drive through it? Let me check.
Yeah, give it a go.
I'm assuming.
No, you're in a hole. Good boy.
Pull out the winch time.
Go that way. Hard that way. Nah, they see that tyre sitting up a bit. Just try to. Pull the wheel this way. There's no LSD in the front, eh?
Yeah.
Pull it this way a bit more. Nah, you've dipped it in. You got a land anchor?
No, one thing I don't have yet.
We're stuck.
What's that stump there like?
Actually, how long's your line to get to those posts up there?
Were they concreted in either as well, or are they just...
I think you need to look at going that way, eh?
Yeah.
But the problem is it's pulling the weight off that other front tyre.
Give it a go, see what happens.
Otherwise, we do have the two posts on the side of that culvert. Yeah. The top side. Are you working? Is he working the winch himself?
Yep.
That's it. Woo woo woo! Well done. Woohoo! Don't tell your missus you went forward driving just for fun. On a test drive we got stuck and we had to winch it out. You gonna have another go? Yeah, good. Yeah, hit it like you mean it this time.
Start giving it a nudge. One tiny.
Yeah, perfect.
You want to take it?
Yeah, oh.
He's got to drive out a little bit. Go down the bottom and have another hit. Drive up there. Yeah, that's it. It's pretty slippery in here at the moment, eh?
Yeah.
And it's all clay. He's got a
Without the diff either though either.
as you can see, we've already been up here in the B track. We test drove on the B track. Yeah, that made a mess real quick, eh?
Yep.
That's what it's for.
Give it a bit of steam.
Not quite your normal test drive.
Bro.
No.
Hang on, mate. Let me get in the car first.
Oh, you're not in.
Here's Neil.
Someone's phone in the back too.
I used to drive my had a Subaru Forester,
Yep.
and I used to drive that up here. The bonnet's not actually clipped down.
Oh, yeah.
I used to bring my Forester up here.
Yeah.
I had some chunky tyres on my Forester, and I'd whip up and down here. People would freak out. They're like, what are you doing on your Forester? I was just driving. So we're going to go up there.
Okay.
Same deal, you've got to give it shit.
Yep.
But just get in the ruts and hold on.
Oh, this is your phone, mate. Is this yours?
That's mine.
Oh, it's yours. Sweet.
As you can see, we have been up here before.
Yeah.
That sounds better, eh?
Yeah.
Where are we going? Which take wherever you want to go. Just choose your phone. Choose your ascent. Choose your ascent. Oh, awesome. Do you want to go down the way we came, or do you want to go down this one?
Whichever one you reckon.
Oh, we'll go down this one.
This one?
Yeah, we'll go down this one. That's been a good test drive.
Yeah. She seems
That
happy.
little post. I was thinking, if that post lets go, there's 5 wires that are going to come and collect me.
Yeah, I saw you move away a little bit.
a lot of number 8 wire strung to that, isn't it?
Yeah, mate. Sure, it's only a little wire, but I'm in a little collar. It'll take me out.
Yeah.
You'd almost want it to be rope instead.
Yeah. So when my motocross bike used to come up here, straight up there.
Oh, wow. Yeah, sweet.
And then we've got the B track, very much a B track going down the side of here,
Oh, yeah.
which is actually really good for the Forester.
Yep.
But this is the bumpy bit. But we climb up and down here in the farm mule, the little Kawasaki mule. So you're just engine braking there?
Yeah.
You're actually not using your brakes at all, are you?
No. Try and stay off the brakes as much as I can. It's one thing I sort of miss about having a diesel with it, is you get a little bit more engine braking out of the diesels than you do out of the petrols, but she seems to crawl along finally in first gear going downhill like this.
Yep.
It's only once you grab second and stuff, she starts to get a little bit of a runaway.
We can actually go, just exit over here.
Over to the left.
Yeah, just exit down there. There's some angles and stuff in some drain pipe and stuff down through here. Yeah, wherever you want to go. Banks don't seem to bother it too much, eh? No.
She's pretty.
I'm pretty happy. You happy?
I'm happy. Very happy.
It's like it should again, and it starts.
Yeah.
We just put it in because it just doesn't start.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, wait a minute. It doesn't run very good when you get it, put the revs down.
No, I didn't know that without starting it, did I?
Oh, wait, oh, the power steer pump's leaking. Oh, wait, the injector's leaking. Oh, the alternator's fucked.
Leave
That's
that one
just,
open.
yeah, so we can go down there playing. Generally, this paddock, unless there's stock in it, is pretty much open.
Yeah.
Because we use it on a weekly basis.
Yeah, yeah.
Got a playground, come play.
Yeah, that's mental, isn't
I was running a mob of cattle out the back, and I was actually using that as my access to the cattle, save going up the good race.
Yeah.
I just whip up this.
it? Yep.
I was like forward driving every day.
Yeah.
Go to work, go move some cows, go forward driving.
Yeah, that sounds pretty idyllic, really.
Yeah.
It does, really.
It's a good Kiwi life.
Yeah. You wanna try this bank over here?
Yep, we'll give that a go.
Yeah, there's a chicken living down here. He's migrated. He's just doing his own thing.
It's cool.
It's pretty slippery, eh, with the rain we've had.
Yeah.
There's that track. We'll go there. We'll go backwards. We'll go reverse. Up the shitty clay.
Up this one here.
Yeah.
We went up the other entrance last time. Was this the same way?
Yeah, so we're going up the same way. So up there, and then you go in behind. That way. You got it?
Yep.
Yep.
I think we did this track the opposite way
We did.
last time. Yeah.
It's pretty slippery, eh?
It is.
I put it in for a challenge for you. Look at it. You know I drive up here in my Suzuki, eh?
Suzuki's light, mate.
I don't do it this time of the year because it's 2, but it just does that.
Yeah.
Bit of run up. That rain makes all the difference, eh?
Oh yeah, just slick.
It still looks like you're having fun though.
Oh yeah.
How could you not?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, now you
Oh, now we're going down the bank again.
No worries. Hey.
I didn't beat you.
No, I got up the bank.
Yeah.
It's going to get much further than that.
This is a pretty good day, actually.
Yeah.
This is a good work day.
Yeah.
I did stop charging you the other day, so it's like free joyrides. People pay money for this sort of shit,
It's an
eh?
Auckland, mate.
Yeah, man.
That's good fun. And we're all fine.
Oh, yeah.
We probably need to put like 6 pounds in those tyres. No, wait, this one. Yeah, mate.
Excellent.
Heck yeah. That's good fun.
Yeah, man.
We're going A-track. That way.
This way.
That way, yep. I've actually, I had to get the Suzuki pulled out of here a couple of times because there's a big mud hole right there. But in the Suzuki, that's a really big mud hole. This, it's like nothing. And through here, I've been pulled out of here a couple of times because in winter, again, it's a big mud hole for a Suzuki.
Yep.
It's not for you though. It's like nothing. Like you just drive through it.
This is the one we did last time as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a little bit wetter than last time.
I just got a tree in my ear. It's a lot wetter, eh?
Yep.
Yeah.
So as you
Okay,
go,
slow down
if you're through here, there's actually a track. There's a tight track there. That's the tight one.
Okay.
And there's a second one.
Which is a better track? The right one?
Nah, go the tight one. You'll slide around through here. And then I've got a rock that whoever gets you right there, see right the rock just sticking out, just ready
yep.
to get you?
Yep.
Yeah, it's on my side, that bugger there. We're slowly wearing it away. That's the track to the river.
Oh,
It's
yes.
a really good run,
Yep.
which you would get this through here.
Yep.
If it, with a couple of minutes with a chains from a few spots,
Yep.
this would go to the river. And it'd
way?
be a really good afternoon. Yeah, back up to the workshop.
Is it quite a big river that runs through the property?
So it's actually on dockland, that river.
Oh, yes.
So it's, you go down through the reserve, but there's a track that was cut up. They actually had an old truck with a blade on the front, they cut it from the bottom. Because this property used to be part of 17,000 acres along the ranges, and this was the last property. So they didn't access it through the road that's presently there. That road was put in the 70s to pull the last of the timber out. And so it was accessed from the rest of them across that river. So that was the main access way the whole time.
Decent flow to it, that river.
Yeah. It's good. There we go. We're back up again. Look at that.
Didn't even need to call the tractor, mate.
I'm quite pleased because that's embarrassing actually. you know the rules, eh? Free hassling until someone else does something dumb. So you're on the list.
You wear the dunce cap.
Yeah, I'm very pleased I didn't have to. I didn't wash it because you got it dirtier. This is why you bring your mates, hey? There you go. Give them to your mates. There you go.
I'll do mine.
They do that. And then we look at the power stair pump. This is the table of dead power stair pumps,
Oh, jeepers.
but this is your one.
Oh, yeah. She's burnt.
So that's just a build up of crap on the back of it. And then one of these rotors is, one of these center plates is yours.
Yeah.
And you can see the big hot spots on them
Scoring.
scored up.
Yeah.
So it just isn't worth fixing. And scored up inside the pump too.
Yeah.
That was your one. Sure, that's, oh no, that's your center plate in there.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All scored up,
Yeah,
ugly.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus, that is well scored.
Yeah, that was yours, because your one was rusty on the shaft getting the pulley off.
Okay.
And that's Brendan's one, same deal, 4-wheel drive, just all scored up. Just stuffs them, man, just stuffs them. So
Yep.
start with a new pump, that's good.
Yep.
Rebuild that,
Way and running.
and yeah, please change the fluid. And
Yeah.
if you go out really hard 4-wheel drive, you change it more often.
Yeah.
Every 6 months,
Yeah. No.
it's easy as.
I had it for about 6 months, and then she sat in the shed for about 6 months. She came to you, and she's due for a bit of a birthday.
Yeah,
You know. Yeah.
well it's had. It's had some birthday.
Yeah.
It's a bit. You do oil change and
Where's the
change your
cake?
fluid.
Yeah. Fellas,
Yeah,
where's the cake?
birthday's not a birthday, cake.
Come on, cheer up. I didn't know it was Saturday, you know. Some cake would be good. Look, you would have had it for me, mate.
It'll take ages, eh? Big tyres.
It does take
They take ages. Tappets would be a good idea as well.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
A little bit of noise there.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll chuck those rotor covers back on when I get home and stuff.
Yep. Nice new belt in it. Battery in it. Good. Oh, yep. Battery camp. Yep.
She's right.
It's lovely, eh? Good now. Woohoo! Happy days. Because we built it.
Yeah.
You actually didn't know what you had.
No.
No?
Yeah, I bought it on a hope and a prayer that it was built well, and
It was.
yeah.
Damien did it. He was building it for himself.
Yeah.
So, above and beyond.
Yeah.
Has he got something else now, does he? Or?
A house and a baby,
Oh,
family.
that'll do it.
He misses it. He comes up and he really misses it. You know, you got to move on in life too.
I did the same thing actually on my Facebook wall the other day. Popped up 9 years ago was when I bought my first V8 truck and I sold it to buy a house and stuff like that, you know, and all of that sort of jazz.
Yep. And it's nuts with houses. No one can afford houses if you've got one.
Yeah.
It's just nuts at the moment. So, but
Wonderful.
in saying that, these are pretty valuable too, eh?
Oh, they're getting that way.
This is we're seeing everything. All the cars in New Zealand are going up in value. Like just nuts.
Well, I'm looking really closely at the moment. There's a KE36 wagon, old Corolla wagon, 1979, sitting on trade me at the moment down in Wellington for 9k. It's got a lot of work that needs to be done to it, a bunch of rust and stuff like this. But you see those sorts of cars, and if they're done up nicely and stuff like that, it's a $30,000 car at the moment.
I know.
Yeah.
You know, it's ridiculous.
I've brought some Soras. They've gone up in value. Hiluxes.
Yep.
Do the old Commodore down there. The wreckers can't get them.
Yep.
My Hilux that I bought, it's going up in value.
Yep.
So,
Yeah,
and this stuff well sorted. See, what we're seeing with these is we see a lot out there that are project vehicles that aren't worth the money because they need huge amounts spent on them.
Yeah.
But good ones, they're going for good money.
Yeah.
Really good money. And hey, shit, this one goes well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
mate.
it was the solid axle swap in it was the one that was what really convinced me for having it.
Yep.
My last V8 truck, I just did diff after diff in it, and I just got sick of it.
Funny that. All the ones we've got more power, they want solid front ends in them.
Yeah. But that's not, I mean, if you want to go take that to a shop to get that converted, that's not a cheap conversion either to get done. That's why I was stoked to find everything already done on it. Like, you can build up a project and take years, but I mean, as you say, when you go to sell it, you're never going to get the value that you put into it out. You're better off finding somebody else's project. And
They've already put the money in, and
Yeah, you're fortunate for you, and I've seen a couple lately where they've changed hands a few times, and they just needed that little tickle to sort.
Yeah.
So you got it relatively cheap.
Yeah.
You've sorted a few things, and it's a valuable truck again. It's a grass truck, and mate, capable.
Yeah.
Even though we got stuck, mate, it was pushing the limits.
Oh well, look, the air lockers go into it next, and I reckon if we had the air lockers in it, we probably would have been able to crawl out of where we were then.
I think so too.
Yeah.
So air lockers, ARB air lockers through it, front and rear.
Yep.
Yeah, that front. It was that front right tyre not spinning was our problem. It wasn't. That was where the weight was.
Yep.
That was the one that we needed to pull it out.
Yeah. Oh, it's the same problem. Like I've taken it through a couple of winch challenge tracks throughout up in Auckland and stuff like this, and that's always been my problem. Is it's the diffs.
Yeah.
It's the biggest weakness.
Right. And how are you going to explain to the missus when you get home that the truck's really dirty?
She won't know any different, mate. It's how it's supposed to look.
Right.
Yeah. Gets parked in the garage like this.
It's
too.
when she rubs past it in the garage and she...
On the way to work.
Yeah. Yeah. Or when she has to try and climb into it when I pick her up.
in her business suit. And she gets all dirty. That's primo, man. That is primo. Well,
Excellent, mate.
good to see you. Good to meet you.
Appreciate
Have
it.
a great trip home. Absolutely great. Good to see you, mate.
Good to see you again.
Take care.
And thank you very much. That
Yeah,
was awesome.
yeah,
Really
man.
appreciate it.
That's what it's all about.
Contact and,
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be awesome to bring it up here for another session, eh?
Well, I know you through YouTube, mate. So.
Yeah, that's right. Everyone does.
Awesome.
Hubs are in, hubs are out. Hubs are free. Hubs are free. We've got to use the right words, though. On it, shut.
No, if you haven't done that hub on that one.
Yeah, I've undone that.
Primo. Went to good use.
All good?
Oh, did you get the number plate yet?
Nah.
2Q times 2Q, 4Q. Sounds like fuck you.
Oh, fuck.
It was my dad's, my
Right.
dad's sense of humour when he passed away. Sat on Mum's car for about a year, and she got over having to explain when people come up. What does it mean? She didn't want to tell people fuck you.
Got it.
So she sits on the truck now.
Obviously, the people at the plates didn't get it at all. Because you wouldn't be allowed that.
Yeah,
No.
no.
They're very clever.
It's a family heirloom, though, eh?
Yeah.
That one is now.
Primo.
Yeah.
Right, mate. Drive safe.
Thanks, buddy.